Hello, 6th grade. Good morning. Welcome to Monday, March 23rd, our second week of doing online learning. So our devotion is called The Long Journey. As on this day in 1806, Lewis and Clark began their return journey from the Pacific Ocean. Imagine setting out on a journey without a map, without any directions, and without knowing your final destination. It's exactly what Meriwether Lewis and William Clark had to do when Thomas Jefferson commissioned the two to explore the newly purchased Louisiana Territory. Their mission? To discover an overland route to the Pacific Ocean, following the Missouri and Columbia rivers. When Lewis and Clark set out on May 14, 1804, it was the beginning of one of America's greatest adventures. More than a year later, the expedition stood on the beaches of the Pacific Ocean near the mouth of the Columbia River. With winter soon to arrive, the expedition set up camp and waited for spring before setting out for home. So, on March 23rd, the expedition started back up the Columbia and headed homeward. When Lewis and Clark started out, they didn't know where they were going to end up. They didn't know what they might encounter. They only had their mission and their supplies. Thousands of years earlier, a man named Abraham faced a similar journey. He didn't know exactly where he was going. He certainly didn't have a map, and he didn't know what he was going to encounter on his way. He only knew that God had told him to leave his homeland and go to a new land that God would show him. We learned about that. There, God would make Abraham the father of a great nation. Abraham trusted God and obediently went. You may never have to explore uncharted land like Lewis and Clark did, but God may lead you to unknown places, like Abraham, where you can serve him. That's when you will need to respond like Abraham, with trust and obedience. Genesis 12:1 says, The Lord said to Abram, Go out from your land, your relatives, and your father's house to the land that I will show you. Now, what you're looking at here is where our random fact of the day is from. It was on this day in 1839 that the expression okay was first used in Boston's Morning Post. And what you're looking at is a copy of it. And the OK stood for OLL, ol. The second word is correct, KORRECT, OK, from ol, correct. So it was used for the first time, 1839, that's a long time ago, to come up with our phrase, okay. We say it so often. So there's your fun fact, 1839, that this Boston Morning Post first used the expression okay. So, okay. Have a good day. Be looking out on the Google Classroom as always. I will also be explaining what you received in your Ziploc bag packets that you picked up on Friday. Okay? And again, that's to hold you over for a while. You're not doing it in 1 week. You're not doing it in 1 day. It's going to be a while's worth of stuff. Okay? So we will be in touch later, and just keep following your posts so that you don't miss any assignments, and we'll talk later. Bye.